amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 50, printed in Part D of House Report number 118-216, offered by Mrs. Boebert of Colorado.
Pursuant to House Resolution 723, the gentlewoman from Colorado, Ms. Boebert, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair now recognizes the gentlewoman from Colorado.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I rise today to offer my amendment that utilizes the Holman Rule to reduce the salary of Palestinian Affairs Officer George Knoll to $1. On March 13, the Office of Palestinian Affairs in the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem posted on Twitter photos of its director, George Knoll, visiting the tomb of Lazarus north of Jerusalem. The post referred to the tomb as, quote, an important religious site maintained by the Palestinian Authority's Ministry of Tourism, end quote. Mr. Knoll praised the Palestinian Authority's, quote, work preserving beautiful historical and religious sites like this throughout the West Bank, end quote. We all know the truth. Instead of preserving beautiful historical and religious sites throughout Judea and Samaria, the Palestinian Authority is deliberately destroying them. Shortly after this exchange, the State Department published its country report on human rights practices. The section on Israel was incredibly hostile. This report attacks Israel for denying prison furloughs to Palestinian terrorists, fighting terrorism, and preventing unrestricted illegal immigration. From Knoll's praise for the Palestinian Authority, which is committed to erasing Jewish history, to the State Department's denunciation of Israel's right to defend itself and enforce its laws, the Biden administration's abusive treatment of Israel needs to end. As we all know, the Palestinian Authority is also known to pay the families of terrorists lavish monthly pensions for attacks against Americans and Israelis as a part of their so-called martyrs fund. The taxpayers here in this country should not be footing the bill to pay a government employee to praise a terrorist organization. I urge my colleagues to support my amendment. Mr. Chair, I reserve.
Gentlelady reserves. For what purpose does the gentlelady from California seek recognition?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I rise in strong opposition to this amendment.
Gentlelady is recognized.
Once again, the target of this amendment has been a career member of the Foreign Service for 26 years and served all around the world. Now, the majority already passed an amendment to defund the Palestinian Affairs Unit at the United States Embassy. It's very clear to me that what the majority is attempting to do is to decimate our Foreign Service and its public servants. And I hope the country understands what this means in terms of the lack of a presence throughout the world in our efforts to achieve global peace and security. Once again, it's a shame and disgrace, but the pattern is here. We understand the motives, and the motives are to decimate the State Department. Thank you, and I reserve the balance.
Gentlelady reserves. Gentlelady from Colorado is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I reserve.
Gentlelady from Colorado reserves. Gentlelady from California is recognized.
I reserve.
Gentlelady from California has the right to close. Gentlelady from Colorado is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I yield.
Gentlelady yields.
I urge my
Gentlelady from
colleagues
California.
to oppose this amendment. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back.